What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Shout out to everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and commenting. You guys are awesome. So, it's Friday. Again, guys, I feel like time just flies so fast in crypto. It's a really good Friday, though, I must say. For those of you that are dollar cost averaging, maybe, unfortunately, yesterday morning might have been the time to get in, but for the hodlers out there and just for crypto space in general, it's looking very, very good across the board. Basically everything is green today. So there's only, a few minor exceptions. You have DxChain taking a little bit of a hit, but it was doing very well for quite some time. So, you do eventually see these pullbacks. If we look at some of the biggest gainers of today, we see that Mithril is doing really well. Basic Attention token, potentially on that news that came out. Everyone was really pumped about getting those $5, signing up for Basic Attention token. If you guys are curious about that, you can watch my video or there's a link in the description. Fusion as well. Now, I think Fusion might be up here because of the fact that Binance is having its 7th session of Community Coin of the Month. So we do have a few coins. We have ArcBlock, Bytem, Doc, Fusion, Haven, Oyster, PundyX, and Raven coin. And if we have a look right now, give it a quick refresh. Yeah, it looks basically like Fusion and PundyX are like neck and neck, right around 32%, 33%. So pretty interested in seeing how that's going to work, guys. So we'll see who ends up taking it on that one. So the big news from yesterday is that the SEC will not consider Ethereum a security. So that was really, really, really great news. Anybody that basically, you were looking at this, it was just a world full of green yesterday. And the other thing I wanted to note too was that they said following the speech by the SEC's William Hinman earlier, CBOE Global Markets President Chris Concannon confirmed in this statement. He said, "We are pleased with the SEC's decision to provide clarity with respect to current Ether transactions. This announcement clears a key stumbling block for Ether futures, the case for which we've been considering since we launched the first Bitcoin futures in December." So they're saying that this could potentially open the gates for Ether futures. So that's really awesome as well. This is a really interesting diagram too that I saw. This is the past 24 hours broken down into these ribbons that show you the money coming in from the yen, dollar, tether, South Korean won, and euro, and then how it gets distributed into Bitcoin and into these other coins. So I thought that was really interesting to kind of see the flow of money. So in other news, we do have EOS block producer voting statistics says that the minimum votes required for the launch was 15%. We are currently sitting at 20.25%, which means that the EOS mainnet is live. So over 150 million tokens staked to validate the mainnet. Now, some crypto commentators have potentially attributed the week-long lapse that followed June 8th in the decision that the fact that a lot of these were on exchanges and not eligible to be staked for the mainnet vote. So, for example, Tashar Jane says over here on Twitter, "I think the reason EOS voting turnout is low is that you can't vote your tokens from exchange. So Binance, Bitfinex, Kraken have enough customer tokens to activate the EOS chain, but their users cannot vote. People left tokens on exchange to remove the risk in registration process." So there you go, guys. So EOS is live. Now, we did speak about this the other day, Ripple. Now, Ripple just said that they were going to have this $50 million pledge to invest in all of these different kinds of blockchain research universities around the world, including Princeton University, MIT, and 14 other worldwide institutions. So they officially pledged to invest $2 million over the next 5 years in the University McCombs School of Business to support its blockchain research initiative. This is at the University of Texas at Austin. So that's basically their first step in a series of contributions to all these different universities. Also, for those of you that haven't really been following Golem. A lot of us kind of, Golem is one of those projects. It was super, super big early last year, and then it kind of got hidden under a lot of other projects. So they have released the Golem Brass Beta 0.16.0. So for anyone that's interested in learning a little bit more about how that works, there's this really excellent write-up here that goes into a lot of questions that people might have in regards to what exactly does this update mean. So I'm definitely going to drop that for you guys below. I also wanted to tell you about Bottos. So they're doing an airdrop for BTO holders. They're going to be airdropping DTO, and they're going to be doing it in a series of batches, but essentially those batches are mostly just concerned with time zones. So for example, you have Beijing, Eastern time zone, Pacific time zone, BST and all these other ones. So what they're going to do is they're going to be dropping it at a ratio of 10-1, and you have to be holding at least 1,000 BTO. So for example, if you have 1 million BTO in the wallet address, this wallet address will be given 100,000 DTO according to that rate. Now, I'm going to drop this in the description if you guys are interested in how that's going to work. So let's talk about this website. So it's called Do I Own a Shitcoin? All right. I thought this was really funny. It's complete. Now, this is not me doing this. This is the website. So, for example, now you have to put the coin in with its ticker symbol. Okay. You have to type in BTC, right? So if you're going to do Bitcoin, BTC. Is this a serious question? Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin is gold. Bitcoin is God. Let's try some other ones. Let's try Ripple, XRP. Do you like decentralized cryptos? How about Bitcoin Cash? Roger verse shitcoin. Dump this crap. Icon. Let's try Icon. Good job. You selected a top tier shitcoin, not a shit tier shitcoin. Okay. What about Elastos? Let's try Elastos. HODL! Nice. Tron. Anyway, moving on. I'll drop a link in the description to that, guys. So this is pretty cool news coming out of IOTA. You have IOTA. You have Jim Huang saying to comply with the context of GDPR, Tangle ID is adapting Uport components into IOTA network for self-sovereign identity management, of which Taipei Smart City Project Management Office would build several applications. Look forward to mass adoption or mass development this year. So that's just more coming out of IOTA. A lot of people say that IOTA is not really doing anything. They are making a lot of strides in the background. They're just after a while, these companies, these projects, they're focusing more on the tech. They're focusing more on getting it out there, having these partnerships, getting the technology to actually work. So I remember I had watched a video where they were basically using IOTA to fuel, I think it was a car. They had like an IOTA pump station. So that was, that was something you could see. I also wanted to drop this also that Loopring will be having an AMA, guys. I love AMAs. So anyone that's interested, get involved at the Loopring Reddit. Daniel Wang. He will be answering your questions on June 28th. I know that's like a little bit away, but I just want to give you a heads up just in case you forget about it. So also, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, I do have a lot of fun. I said, are you guys sure you really want to call this project Skynet? I mean, you have seen those Terminator movies, right? And that was in reference to Deepbrain Chain saying that they're going to be launching their Skynet project for recruiting AI computing power from the globe. So while I do think this is really great news, I thought it was really ironic that you're going to call it Skynet. I mean, self-fulfilling prophecy here, guys, right? While we're on Twitter, I also want to mention that Huobi's been absolutely smashing it lately. So they say Huobi is coming to your town. They're coming to Australia, and a lot of people are excited about that. In other news also related, I did want to talk about Bitfinex, their next phase for US dollar trading. They said, we're starting to invite small groups of retail customers to participate in the USD markets, as their trading will help us further evaluate and test everything. So that's good news as well. We're seeing more of these ramps, more of these onboardings, okay? So we're going to have these opportunities to come in directly from fiat. Now let's talk about I have a lot of news today. There's like so much news. So Mike Novogratz, he made a $15 million investment on Alpha Point Corp, a cryptocurrency exchange platform with his firm Galaxy Digital. So despite recent market performance and waning public interest in Bitcoin, Novogratz intends to continue developing Galaxy Digital as an institutionalized high-tech cryptocurrency fund. Just last month, Galaxy Digital partnered with Bloomberg to create the Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index, a tool intended for corporate-level investment funds to track market performance. So there's been a lot coming out of Mike Novogratz lately. He's been super, super bullish. He's saying we're going to a $20 trillion market cap. He was talking about all these other cryptos. He was talking about Funfair and how they legalized betting in certain part in the US and stuff like that. So in other news, if you guys don't know who Imogen Heap is, she's a musician. I actually really like her songs. They're really cool. They're chill. I remember as a kid, she had the theme song from that movie Garden State with Zach Braff. So she's working on a blockchain project, Mycelia, that will let artists store all the information about their songs in one place and more easily track payments. So Imogen Heap is self-funding the project with proceeds from the Harry Potter musical, which she helped to score, and Ethereum that she earned selling a song for cryptocurrency. So there you guys go. We also have Steve Bannon. So Steve Bannon, he was the former chief strategist for Donald Trump's administration. He said that he held a private meeting with both crypto investors and hedge fund managers about the possibility of issuing an ICO through his investment firm, Bannon & Capital. However, he did tell the New York Times that he would not be specific about his crypto plans, as linking his controversial reputation to the project could hurt their chances of success. So we've kind of seen things like this with Brock Pierce and EOS, where sometimes people like to just throw around your history, you know, and this and that. And that was kind of what I was saying yesterday as far as the whole Tether situation and banks being affiliated with something and not wanting to like disclose their relationships to tarnish their potential partnerships with other people. So that's not an uncommon thing that we see. We also do have a group of Oxford professors are seeking full degree granting power in the EU for the world's first blockchain university. So according to the team, this proposed blockchain universally will essentially adopt the Oxbridge core structure by focusing on individual tutorial-led modules that will be available to students either on or offline. The project's design is geographically agnostic, prioritizing a borderless academic community over local or national ties. So yeah, they're basically just going to use blockchain tech and smart contracts to help democratize the structure of higher level education, essentially. So we also have, I mean, everyone's bullish all of a sudden. It went from completely throwing the towel, the ship is sinking, and now everybody's talking about Bitcoin and crypto. So obviously the CEO of Robinhood has made some very positive predictions for the crypto space as well. So basically, he's talking about these sovereign nations, and he says that I think they're going to have cryptocurrency as their default currencies at some point. I don't think this is largely inevitable. Whether that happens next year or in 15 years, I don't know, but I'm almost 100% convinced that it's going to happen. He was also cautiously optimistic about the way he sees the market maturing, comparing the frantic market to the early stages of the internet. He had this to say. He said there are a lot of them out there. It's going to be clumsy for a couple of years. There's a lot of things that look like they're going to matter, and then they're not going to matter. I mean, that's what the internet looked like. So I don't believe the hype. Pay attention to the details. There's a lot of good stuff to come from this. I agree. There's going to be a lot of crap out there, guys. There's going to be a lot of failed projects, but there's going to be some freaking gems. There's going to be the next Google, the next Amazon, the next Microsoft. They're out there, guys. You just have to find them. And that's part of the whole discovery stage. That's why we're here. That's why we wake up every day and we do what we do and we look at crypto, right? I mean, yes, everybody's trying to make money, but we also want to like find that next big thing, right? I mean, that's what gets me excited. So you also have South Korea. They're saying that they have plans to reportedly launch their own crypto beach, right? So you can kind of compare that to the crypto valley that we've sort of seen in Switzerland. So that's really awesome. There's also a company in Israel that's planning to pay their employees through Bitcoin. So the company that it's a social networking, and they're called Spot.im. So it's a social engagement platform that helps build online communities using digital content. So yeah, they're gonna be able to get paid in Bitcoin. So that's really awesome. We also do see that Walmart, so they have won a patent for the development of an electrical grid that will be powered by Bitcoin or other digital currencies. The system is designed to help companies better manage energy consumption and regulate demand on an electrical grid using a publicly distributed transaction ledger. There you guys go. Blockchain and Walmart, guys. So as you guys know, the Satoshis.Place picture has been ever growing, ever changing. It's a lot different than the first time that I looked at it, that's for sure. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a place where you can purchase 1 pixel for 1 Satoshi, and you can literally paint whatever you want on it. So very reminiscent of a website that came out when I was younger. Also, guys, I want to say I will be dropping an interview tonight with Wei Wang of DxChain. I was very excited about this one. It's a super the radar project. So yeah, you guys should definitely give it a look. You know, I'm really trying to bring you guys these projects earlier this time. I want you guys to be able to do your research and get involved in projects before they hit the exchanges, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to like scramble to try to figure out, should I buy, and then you buy, and you know how that goes. So I'll be definitely rolling out a lot more of these videos in the future as we go forward, guys. So you can expect a lot. I'm definitely really looking forward to bringing out a lot of different unique interviews, coins, projects, startups. Some of them are ICOs. Yeah, very, very excited for that in the future, guys. So not too much to really talk about today. It was a lot of news, not too much coin news, but it was a lot of like crypto news. So it's Friday, it's the weekend, get excited. Dollar cost average, if that's your thing. Don't forget, guys, I will be going to the Blockchain Connect conference in San Jose. If you guys want, I do have a 30% off coupon in the description, and I'll leave it pinned to the top of the comments as well. If you guys haven't joined my Telegram chat yet, definitely get involved as well. That being said, guys, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. My name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto, and peace out.